everyone, it's Carrie. Thank you for joining me for another yoga practice from home. Today we'll be moving through more of a flow practice, but it's going to be a very grounded practice. So we'll be focusing a lot less on the standing postures and keeping it a little closer to the ground. So finding a lot of movements in seated, kneeling, tabletop position, and then also down on our bellies and on our backs. One quick note, anytime we're doing anything in this kneeling position like I'm sitting in now, or we're sitting back on our heels, if this doesn't feel comfortable on your knees, just know that you can always come down into an easy seated pose instead, so legs crossed or even maybe with the legs extended if that feels better. You can also sit up on a block here, so you can place a block down and actually sit down, and that will just reduce a little bit of maybe that pressure on the knees. With that being said, gather up any props that you'd like to use and let's get started. Starting our class in child's pose. Extending the arms out long, knees in towards center or out wide on the mat, hips towards the heels. Starting to melt the chest down towards the mat, grounding the forehead. Starting to send some deep breaths down into the belly, finding that connection with the breath here. And maybe you start to slowly move side to side, massaging the forehead on the mat. And then maybe walking the hands over towards the left side, extending long, especially through that right arm. On an inhale breath, walking the hands back to center, and then exhaling, hands over to the right side, folding back down into your child's pose, lengthening through the side body. Finding deep breaths here. We'll use our inhale breath to come back to center, walking the hands back towards the knees, drawing the knees in close together if you can, sitting back onto the heels. Ground the fingertips and just start to take your rib cage right to left. Starting to find little movements here through the spine. And we'll start to take some full circles here, moving towards the left. Continue breathing, making the circles as big or as small as you like. And then holding over on that left side, left arm grounds, right arm reaching up tall, extending through the side body. And then start to find movements with that right arm, bending at the elbow, and then reaching and extending the arm, moving with the breath. Hold, reach, and we'll start to swing that arm around, taking our circles in the other direction now, circling towards that right side. And then grounding right hand down, this time reaching through with that left arm, lengthening through left side body. And then once again, maybe finding those movements with the left arm, bending that elbow back and then reaching and extending the arm. Moving at your own pace. And we'll come back up to center. See if you can bring the arms back behind, maybe clasp the hands. Gentle back bend, heart open, maybe opening the throat gently here. Slowly release. We'll make our way back into that extended child's pose. And we'll start to take our gaze in between the hands and staying low to the ground. See if you can glide yourself forward into a cobra pose. We'll start to roll through here. So inhaling, we lift into cobra. Exhaling to release. Inhale, press through the hands, lift the chest. Exhale and lower. Move with your breath, maybe coming up a little higher each time. And then we'll hold in our cobra pose, really pulling that heart center forward, lengthening back through the feet, keeping the elbows gently bent. As you're ready, curl the toes under. Start to lift up towards a down dog, but keep the knees bent here, coming into bear pose. And then maybe rocking the hips gently right to left. And then pressing up, coming into your down dog. Keeping any softness in the knees as needed. Lengthening through the arms and the spine. Always feel free to find movements in down dog, paddling out the feet, bending the knees one at a time. Reconnect with the breath. Gaze forward. As you exhale, walk towards the top of the mat. Taking the feet out wide towards the edges of the mat. Folding down, hands to the floor, or you can grab opposite elbows here. And maybe just start to pulse gently up and down in your fold. Feel free to find movements right to left. Ground the fingertips. Take a half lift. Inhale. Exhale. Walk the fingertips over towards the left side. Gently fold. Walking through center. And then take the fingertips over towards the right and fold. Slowly come back up to center. We'll step back, finding our plank. And then moving through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga all the way down. Pressing through into our cobra pose. Exhaling, releasing into that bear pose. Knees are bent. And then straightening, coming into down dog. And maybe once again finding those gentle movements. Stretching through the legs and the hips. Again, gaze forward, bend the knees. Walk to the top of the mat. Find your fold. Lift, come all the way up. Sweep the arms towards the sky. Exhale, release. Hands come to heart center. And then down. Give the shoulders one nice big roll down onto the back. And then inhale, extend the arms up towards the sky. Palms touch. Exhale through center. Fingertips towards the earth. Inhale, step into your plank. And then exhale, lower down your way. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, we find our downward facing dog pose. Inhale, we send our right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, draw that knee in towards the chest. Step the right foot between the hands. Left knee lowers. As you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up, finding your low lunge here. Settling into the hips, finding length in the spine. Opening up through the heart center. As you're ready, frame that front foot. Lift the back kneecap and then send that right leg up and back. Lowering that right foot down, we find our down dog. Taking the vinyasa here, moving through plank. Lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, we find down dog. This time our left leg will lift on an inhale breath. Exhale, step that left leg through. Finding our low lunge, arms reaching towards the sky. Find your breath here. Exhale, we frame the front foot. Inhale, lift through that back leg, send that left leg up and back once again. Releasing into downward facing dog. Exhale. Bend the knees, gaze forward. As you exhale, walk, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, you find a half lift. Exhale, release into your forward fold. Use a big inhale breath to rise and the arms up. Exhale, release, hands all the way down. Breathe in, we'll find our flow once again. Arms come up. Exhale, down through center, fingertips towards the earth. Inhale, come into plank. Exhale, lower your way. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time our left leg will come up on the inhale breath. Exhale to step that leg through, lower the back knee. Inhale, reach the arms up in your low lunge. Exhale, release the fingers. Inhale, send that left leg up and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay in down dog or find your flow here. We meet back in down dog. Inhale, breath sends the right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest, step through. Low lunge. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fingertips down. Inhale, send that right leg up and back. Exhale, we find down dog. Bend the knees, gaze forward, walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, find your half lift. Exhale, slowly fold. Bend at the knees, reach up tall with the arms. Exhale, release hands to heart center. And we'll flow one more time here. Folding down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale and refold. Plant the hands, step back into plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then as we exhale, we'll press back into a child's pose here. Breathe deep. Maybe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slowly coming up into a tabletop position, stacking the knees underneath the hips, shoulders over wrists. We'll send our left leg back long and see if you can lift that leg, engage the belly, keep a nice long spine. Exhale, round that knee in towards the chest. Inhale, find length again. Exhale, knee comes to chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, lengthen. Send that right leg back just a bit. Make a little kickstand, and then we're going to reach that left arm up, coming into our half moon variation here with the knee grounded. Left leg is extending long, the foot is flexed. And if you like, you could reach back and maybe find a bind here. Opening up the chest. Slowly release the leg if you took the bind. Ground that foot. We're going to lift up through center and find our gate pose, side stretch here. Maybe reaching that arm all the way up overhead. Coming back through. Arms, hands ground. And then hold here or maybe step that right leg back. Hips are lifted, finding a side plank. Slowly release that left arm, finding plank pose. Go right to down dog or take the vinyasa. We'll all meet in downward facing dog pose. And then roll through into plank. Let the knees hover here. Core engaged, arms energized. Maybe start to find a little pulse in those knees, strengthening the core here. We'll let the knees come all the way down, and we'll take our half moon pose on the other side. Right leg coming back. Start to find that in and out movement, core strengthening, drawing that knee in with the exhale breath, extending it long with the inhale breath. And then hold that leg out long. Again, shift that left foot back, make that little kickstand, finding your half moon pose here. Left arm reaching towards the sky. Option for the bind. Kicking the foot into that hand, opening up the heart center. Slowly release. Ground the foot. Inhale up. Exhale, take it into your gate pose. Side stretch. Slowly release. Ground the feet. Option to stay there or come into your side plank. Right arm is grounded, left arm reaching, core is engaged, lifting through the hips. Release, come into your plank pose. go straight to down dog or take the vinyasa here. Breathing in our downward facing dog pose. We'll lift the left leg on an inhale breath. This time we'll step that left leg to the outside of the left hand, finding a lizard pose. And then maybe finding a little rock front to back here. Breathing into the hips. Option to lower that right knee down. And then maybe you let that left leg start to open out, coming onto the outer edge of the left foot. You can gently press against the knee to find a little bit more opening in that hip. And if you want, you could bend that right foot up, maybe grab a hold with the left hand, drawing that foot in. Slowly and carefully release, come back into lizard. Lift up on that back leg, step the right foot forward. We'll come into our yogi squat pose, malasana. Maybe draw the hands to heart center, using the arms to help open the knees here. Lifting through the chest. Slowly release the hands, step back with that left leg, coming into our lizard pose on the other side. Once again, maybe find that little rock front to back. And then option to lower that left knee down, uncurl the toes, lift the chest here. Adding on, coming to the outer edge of that right foot, allowing the knee to open out to the side. And then option to bend that left foot towards the glutes, maybe grab a hold with the hand here. Slowly, carefully release, send the hands back down. Lift through that back left knee. Step up, coming back into malasana. Hands to heart center. Use an inhale breath to help you lift all the way up tall. Extend the arms up. As we exhale, we'll take it into a side stretch over to the left side. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, take it over to the right. Reaching through that left arm. Bring the arms up through center. Exhale, come into your forward fold. Taking it into a twist, right arm down, left arm reaching, opening up towards that left side. Option to bind that left arm behind the back towards the right hip crease. And then reach that left arm back up. Left hand plants. Right arm reaches towards the sky, twisting towards that right side. Holding here, or option to bind that right arm behind. Release the right arm up and all the way down towards the floor. Find a fold here. Inhale, take a half lift, nice long spine. Exhale, slowly refold. Plant the hands, slowly step back into your plank. And then as you're ready, lower. Finding cobra. And then finding bear pose. Straightening into your downward facing dog. Maybe slowly shaking the head no, nodding the head yes, releasing any tension in the neck. We'll slowly roll into our plank. Option to lower here. Big press, lift the chest, cobra or up dog. And then slowly pressing back into our child's pose position. Deep cleansing breath here, maybe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Maybe you start to find that little rock side to side again. Slowly coming back up into tabletop, we'll swing the legs out to the side and we'll come down into a seated position with the legs out long in front of us. Coming into our forward fold, Paschimottanasana, reach the arms up. Exhale, start to move into your forward fold. And then just start to use the breath here to move into the pose in increments. So every time you inhale, see if you can lift and lengthen the spine a little bit more. Exhale, see if you can soften into the stretch. And just continue in this way until you find sensation. And see if you can hold and breathe there. On an inhale breath, slowly come back up. We'll draw the left knee in towards the chest. Let that leg open out to the side. And we'll fold down over that right leg. Again, using the breath to help you lengthen and move into your forward fold. Placing the hands wherever they're comfortable. Maybe you're reaching and holding onto that foot. We'll make our way up on an inhale breath, taking our twist over towards the left side. Right hand is behind, left hand to the outside of that knee. Good. Option to ground the hand, reach the hips, lift. Take a little back bend here. And then slowly release. Take a counter twist over towards the right. And then slowly release. Send the legs out long once again. Reach the arms up. We'll find our forward fold here, Paschimottanasana. Slowly rise with your inhale breath. We'll draw the right knee in this time. Let that leg open to the side, nestling that right foot against the left leg. Folding down over the left leg this time. Slowly lift. On your exhale, twist towards the right. Right hand is behind, using it to lengthen our spine, lift. Option to keep that back hand grounded, lift the hips up, maybe find a little back bend here. And then very slowly release, re-ground the hips, take a counter twist over to the left. Slowly release back to center. We'll bring the soles of the feet together, finding our bound angle pose here. Option to keep the spine long, or you can find a fold. Try to keep lengthening through the spine, hinging at the hips. Slowly come back up. Draw the knees into center. We'll take the feet out wide on our mat. Grab the hold of the knees and inhale, draw the chest forward. As you exhale, round through the spine. And then just moving with your breath, finding a cat and cow variation here. Opening the chest with the in-breath, rounding through the spine as you exhale. And then we'll inhale, reach the arms forward. And as you exhale, slowly roll all the way down onto the back, one vertebrae at a time. Walking the feet in close to the body, palms ground down by the sides. We'll start to move into a dynamic bridge pose. Inhaling to lift the hips slowly. Exhale, rolling down through the spine, re-ground. And then moving with the breath, lifting into your bridge pose with your inhale breath, and then slowly releasing as you exhale. And then the next time you come up into bridge, maybe you hold, and maybe you roll the shoulders under. You might clasp the hands underneath the body. Energize through the legs, pressing down actively with the feet and the forearms. As you're ready, you'll start to release again slowly all the way down until you reach the tailbone. Draw the knees in towards the body. Maybe take a little rock side to side, massaging the low back here. Slowly release the feet back to the mat. Take the arms out wide. And then just start to allow the knees to drop side to side with the breath. So inhaling to come up through center. Exhale. Release both knees over towards one side. And then just continue finding this movement, alternating right to left. Option to turn the head the opposite direction of the legs, taking the stretch into the neck as well. Starting to slow down our movements here. And then coming back up through center, we'll come into constructive rest. Feet wide on the mat, knees in towards center. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart center. And just take a moment to reconnect with your breath. Really focusing on the exhalation, lengthening out that exhale breath. Stay here as long as you like. When you're ready, you can start to make your way into Shavasana, sending the legs out long, allowing the palms to open towards the sky, maybe gently tucking the shoulder blades underneath the body. As always, you're always welcome to pause the video and stay in Shavasana as long as you like. When you're ready to come out, you'll start to find some small movements in the body. And then maybe walk the feet in, send the arms up overhead, give yourself a big stretch. Slowly make your way over onto your favorite side, resting your head on your arm, and staying here as long as you need. At some point, you'll lift yourself up, coming into a seated position on your mat. Nice long spine. We'll send the arms up overhead, clasp the fingers together, flip the palms, take a stretch through the hands here. Maybe allow the chin to drop down towards the chest. Slowly bring the head back up, release the hands, and slowly melt the fingertips down towards the mat. We'll draw our hands into heart center here. Once again, maybe let the chin soften and bow towards the heart center as well. Give yourself a big thank you for your practice today. Thanking your body and your breath. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today.